start streaming. And we are
live.
Welcome everyone.
Hello,
Hammercast.
hello. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Yeah, Happy New Year, guys.
Happy New Year. Who are these two buggers?
Who are these two buggers? Okay, we will introduce them later. Okay, just let us know in the chat if there's some audio missing.
Mic test, mic test.
I think it should be working. Everything fine.
Can you hear me?
Yep. Okay, this one. Yep. Let me just double check. Everything should be okay. Okay.
Okay.
The new episode of the new year. Welcome back, everybody. We took a hiatus in December, but now we are back with vengeance. Okay, just like Space Marines.
New year, new content.
New year, new content. We got a whole new year right ahead of us. Okay, everything's gonna be glorious. And then for this episode, our guest, okay, of course, Johan, my lovely co-host.
Hello.
And then we have two guests with us today.
Very important one.
Very important
I need
one.
to tripod a bit. It's
Yep.
my livelihood. For those who don't know what tripod is,
We have the one, the only, the legendary Apao.
Hello!
you actually introduced Pao first.
And then we have the other guy, Alex.
Who's Alex? Who's Alex?
Who is Alex?
Yeah, who's Alex?
You don't know who's Alex.
Yeah.
I feel like Alex, right? I feel like you should support the PAP a lot more.
Why?
Because you are just paying and paying, right? You are just the paying guy, right?
yeah. Well, it supports the business. Money runs everything.
That's why I'm just like, every time I look at Alex, I'm just, hey, Alex.
He's the guy behind HammerHouse.
Where's my money, Alex? Okay, yeah. So Alex, welcome everyone. Welcome you both to the show. So of course we
happy to
have
be here.
Alex in the red shirt, the owner of HammerHouse.
Mm.
Am I right to say that? Owner, sole proprietor, top dog, champion. Okay, the big cojones. Okay, the boss, Tauke of HammerHouse.
Yes.
Okay, and then we have the legendary Pao.
Hey,
Okay.
I'm the desperate guy that he says all the time.
Not desperate lah.
Hey, don't blow me up.
Mascot of HammerHouse.
Yeah, the mascot of HammerHouse. Okay?
I'm
He's,
the desperate bald guy of HammerHouse.
okay, he is bald. He is bald. We've been making fun of his baldness since at least 2010, 2012. Okay, let me just quickly check on the health. Okay, nice shirt, Alex. Okay, wow, nice shirt.
Yeah, Starforge, man. Starforge shirt. Now we sell all these merch.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, so today's topic, okay, I mean this podcast okay, sponsored, hosted, produced by HammerHouse.
Mhm.
But what do we know about HammerHouse really? I mean,
nada.
this HammerHouse is such a mystery. It's such a
He suddenly appeared out of nowhere.
out of nowhere. Okay, I mean I was pleasantly surprised. Okay, I have a lot to say about HammerHouse. Only good things. Okay. Yeah, because everything is always relational, and there'll be a lot of stuff later we will delve into. Okay, but let us start with our guest here, possibly Alex. Let's start with the origins of HammerHouse. Okay, I'm sure some people know, but some people might not know, and then maybe you can just brief us through, how it started, what made you embark on this craziness, like why? Alex, why?
All right. Let me start here because HammerHouse has always been a rescue mission. So back in 2019, when I wanted to come back to the hobby that I love, which is miniature wargaming, I found the scene a bit quiet in my perspective because maybe I wasn't following too much on the content. So I had a hunch to actually try something new in my life, is to start a business lah. So I think nothing is stopping me from doing something that I love. So I started this business. So back then, when we started off, it was in 2020. That was the year of COVID. It went off in a rough start. We thought it was easy, but it's not. So HammerHouse was created based on love for the hobby. Yeah, that was the mission behind it. But the journey was very rough. I can share more later about it.
So maybe what we can talk about now is like, how did you survive COVID? Because I think that was particularly difficult. I myself, a business owner, I almost didn't survive. I mean, you can you can kind of say that at least one of my businesses took such a hit that it probably isn't going to survive. So, how did HammerHouse survive COVID?
HammerHouse actually, when we started off, right, I thought it would be easy. Running a hobby store would be just renting a place, getting a person to run it, and having a shelf of stocks to sell, and probably could break even. Well, I was really wrong. So when I started off a traditional brick-and-mortar store and COVID hit, right, I was losing a lot of money. So you're looking at maybe $20,000 to $40,000 3 months into the business. And after that, what shook me up was actually online sales. So I actually pivoted the business and started listing all our products, whatever we had back then, all on Carousel. So Carousel was a place that I explored going online, and actually that helped us survive during COVID for a period of time. Of course, I didn't actually break even, but it did help with the expenses.
Okay, wonderful. Carousel, the place of low ballers and just awful people who do not read anything that's in the text. I mean, you can tell them that, hey, this product, right, this is the specification, this is the width, length, the weight, and then they will message you, hey bro, how long is it? Okay, bro, can discount or not? You list for $90, $9 can or not?
Yeah.
This is
The famous
Carousel.
quote, can go lower or not?
Can go lower or not? Bunch of low ballers. Okay, now, let's shift our focus to Pao a little bit. Pao, first of all, our beloved General Gaddafi says, love you, and us, is your head feeling cold? I think thankfully he's not lah, because of the beanie. Okay, the beanie Pao. Yep. Pao,
Yes.
how did you fit into all this picture? Okay, now everyone wants to know where do you lie in all of this grand scheme of things?
Should we talk about like how you actually approached me?
Up to you.
Okay,
Go ahead.
Yeah, so before that, actually, I was working in F&B. Then after that, Alex was approaching me saying that let's try something new. So he got this idea, and then that's how he got me into working at HammerHouse. And I was trying to escape from my F&B lifestyle.
Actually, I remember the F&B. We actually saw, me and my ex-boss Lam, which is also one of our community members, we actually saw you at the Super Bowl serving soup to us. And then ever since then, my ex-boss Lam, wow, he really loves your uncle's soup.
Yes, he loves the herbal soup.
Yeah.
Black chicken.
Also, what made you decide to, give up the F&B? I mean, I'm sure working for Alex is like a much more pleasant experience, but at the same time, is this like what was the rationale behind the move from F&B to HammerHouse?
Okay, before I started working at HammerHouse, I used to work at this place called Titan Games. So I had some experience, and from there I got to know a lot of friends. Then I realized like this place has a lot of passionate people playing games, and they really enjoy having their time here. So I was thinking like, hey, if let's say I would work at HammerHouse, so what changes can I bring and so-called have more common friends coming together, sit down, chit-chat, play mahjong, that kind of
Mahjong?
hobby style.
Mahjong table talk,
Yes.
anyways.
Yes. So roll dices, and swearing. Yeah. So yes. So I got, and also personally, I like to paint. So I realized that this is the most
Ideal job.
ideal kind of environment for me to work in.
Actually, guys, Pao is an art person. He's really an art person.
Yeah, I know, right? He's the Vignetica guy. Oh my god.
I tried my best, man. I tried my best.
Okay.
Making things difficult for everybody during the competition.
But I think one thing he said about what he can change to this community is huge lah. So I think HammerHouse is about shaping the community, I would say, or changing the community. So ever since I started working here like 1.5 years ago, I see what HammerHouse is trying to do, and I enjoy working towards the goal.
Well, speaking of Titan game, everyone in the chat, please press F to pay respects. It's
Although I've only been there once.
I mean,
You mean F is for respect? Oh, I didn't know that.
it's that Call of Duty meme, you know, that you,
Right.
what is it called? QRD or something, the quick, or QTR or something, quick time reaction.
Right.
Like you press a button, right, for some interaction in the game, then press F is to pay respects. Press X to doubt, press S to speed. So if you don't like someone, just press S lah. But Titan's game, we're gonna press F, alright, chat? Right? I guess the next question will be for the three of you lah. Hopping on the idea of changing the community. I personally feel HammerHouse has contributed greatly in terms of shaping what I would call the zeitgeist lah, okay, of gamers. The
what?
common knowledge, the common general knowledge and feeling among gamers within, you know, a certain locale. There is definitely a shift in culture from my perspective lah. But maybe I'd like to pick the brains of the three of you and to ask, you know, what was it that you intended, especially for Alex, and what did you see happening, and like what was the what did you do to move it in that direction? You know, you don't need to answer in like sequentially. You can just kind of pick and choose whichever question you want to answer, and then maybe we start with Alex first.
Yeah, so HammerHouse was built on the foundations of promoting the hobby. The whole mission of HammerHouse is to really make miniature games, mass appeal, something like digital games. So my idea of an approach has always been art and games, two prongs to the entire HammerHouse messaging. So I think what I have done is what I started on would be actually on the gaming side of things as a hobby store. But I actually never let go of the art side, because a lot of people treat art as a tax to the hobby where you have to paint your miniatures before you play. But I take it very seriously to a point that I even do art competitions now. So this is what I mean. Basically, throughout the years, I have executed multiple gaming events to promote gaming, multiple new blood events where I actually recruit people or actually entice people into the hobby. And the hobby will include both art and games. Yeah.
Apao, how about yourself?
Okay. So for me, when I was thinking about like how to make HammerHouse a better place, so firstly, of course, it's events. Secondly, it's exhibitions outside. So when Alex was saying, let's do it, our first exhibition was at this place called XM Studio. Then from the experience there, we realized that having exhibition outside helps HammerHouse a lot. So from then onwards, we keep on doing different type of events, trying out different kind of activities. And we realized that it actually brings a lot of different flavor into the hobby. Like we managed to branch people from like 3D Sense students and Lazelle students. So we even have this NTU so-called miniature club project. We collaborate with them, and from then on, currently we are like probably the so-called main popular shop, I guess. Yeah.
How about you, John?
Okay, so when I joined HammerHouse, which is not long ago, 1.5 years ago, so I think the goal was to make wargaming a mainstream hobby. So that is a very, very difficult goal if you ask me. So, but I enjoy doing it. Like what both of them say, events are what we are doing. So I am the one in charge of running those things. That I'm brought in to run those things, the events. So we went to Table Conquest, we went to Gamescom, and I think right now, if you look at the market, digital games, I would say, are starting to go into the movie industry or the shows industry. You look at Witcher, you look at Fallout, and now finally Warhammer, approved already, coming, Henry Cavill. So we are hoping.
Don't jinx it. Please, guys, we need it to happen. Okay?
Yes, we need it to happen. So with this, I mean, secret level is out, and
yes,
the 8 minutes of combat is quite awesome. So Warhammer tabletop is coming onto the onto the surface of the society. So, and I think going mainstream isn't an impossible goal anymore with this. So I enjoy it. Let's see how this goes, and we are HammerHouse. All of us here are working towards that one goal there. Yeah.
Yeah, with Henry Cavill leading the charge. Yeah.
One of the things that, so for me, I am just a consumer of games, so-called. And I've been bouncing around between like game shops for a fairly long time. I think slightly more than a decade or thereabouts. And even from the early days, right, you could tell which game stores were more enthusiastic about serving their customers as opposed to they just want to, like promote sales. And I think this is one of the things that I feel like a lot of the game stores of the past, especially those that are closing down, not doing very well, whatever, they don't seem to understand this one thing, which is you want to sell tabletop miniature games, right? You need to build the community, right? You really need the Lao Jiao people to really build up. It's really like a grassroots movement, for lack of a better term. And a lot of it starts from running events. And this is where a lot of the game shops they start to get lazy. And it's not just running events. So I really like to comment like HammerHouse runs events almost constantly. Right? You guys are like running 5, 6, 10 events a month. Right? And
we try.
And different game systems, and then there's not just the main events, there's also like community nights and so on and so forth, which you can kind of lump it in as a kind of event.
Yeah, Johan, you don't try, you have to.
Yeah. So it's not just that you are running communities, it's running events. It's also, you look at all the terrains behind me, right? Right, they are well maintained, they are well kept. There's always new things coming in, right? There's always exciting stuff. And this is part of, like, the details of it matters, right? It's not just, we just run an event, then just chuck it to the wind. It's care and concern. There's more on emphasis on, we really want to build the community as opposed to, just have an event, hope that people come in, impulse buy, and then, everyone scoot. Get out of here. No, none for you, And this is the part where I really appreciated HammerHouse like greatly. This is one of the reasons why, when Alex approached me to do this show for HammerHouse, I almost readily agreed. Simply because I really believe in his vision and the direction that he wants to take HammerHouse in. So kudos to you guys. Okay, done.
Thank you.
Well done. And then
Thank you.
okay, thank you at the wrong time. I switched to you, then you thank you, then I switched back to me. Okay, let's take a look at some of the chats. Okay, ho.
Everything's about power.
It's the power. Okay, I believe this is James.
Yes, James Lowe.
Yeah, James, and then Gaddafi, the one and only James. Is Pao very old look when he was an animator? 20 years never see. Then Gaddafi says, don't reveal his actual age. Pao is ageless.
What?
Dwarven lords live till 400. He's still young.
What the?
Pao, what do you have to say about that?
I look old when I was young. That's why I look ageless.
So he's Benjamin Buttons.
He ages in reverse.
Oh shit, that's no good.
No swearing, Pao. Pao, you are the
S word.
Yes.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. You are the most beardless dwarf I've ever seen in my life. Can you start to grow a beard? No? Can you just grow?
I tried to keep it clean for today. Usually my beard is never shaved. The whole body also.
You look like the guy that started the war with the elves,
No.
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 The dwarf that was shaven by the elves, and then he created a war between the dwarves and the elves.
But I do like to laugh at people who play elves.
Oh, why is that?
Weaklings.
The Grudge.
The grudge. The grudge is here.
Yes, I hate it when they play because they always strike first.
Oh, yeah. I remember those days, Warhammer fantasy battles, elves were broken, man.
Yes, I like to chop them up.
And John plays elves, guys.
Yes,
I
guard also.
played Dark Elf for a very short period of time. Okay, towards
Yeah.
the end, then I played Dark Elves.
All 3 different elves are live now.
For all the different game systems also, I think Age of Sigmar, the new Warhammer Fantasy, the Research,
The old world.
9th edition, and then of course Kings of War also lah. All the elves are there for all your pleasures. Alex, Vampire Lord, don't lose too much also. Okay.
Don't lose too much. Okay.
You didn't lose a lot of health, youth.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yes.
okay.
You still
Thank
look
you,
young.
thank you.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
Alex, you also. I think Alex is the oldest among here, but he kind of looks like somewhere in the middle of the pack.
Just good hydration is important.
Okay, so maybe let's switch gears a little bit and let's talk about currently what is the grand vision for HammerHouse. Like we talked about the past already, right? We talk about somewhat of your journey. I believe like HammerHouse have some future long-term goals lah, in terms of what it wants to do and how it wish to maybe even I don't know if you would call it a pivot or undertaking a new direction, however you would call it. Maybe Alex, you can share with us a little bit also, with regards to things like the art convention and so on and so forth.
Yeah, let me just start off. Okay, so basically, I just want to share a bit of the journey. So after a bit of history, we started off at a smaller shop at Temple Street, which is the same street we are on right now. I think the sales was always. We tried a lot of different products. The sales was always, or the business was always sustaining on the edge. As I think most hobby stores do traditionally, when you rely on certain niche products or community, I think the business can be quite challenging, as we all know. HammerHouse strategy back then, why we moved is because I realized that there is no way to sustain a hobby business unless you have a wider range of products to bring in traffic from different crowds and stuff like that. That's why we carry so much art products. It's basically how serious we are in the art business. We want to appeal to more people, at the same time hopefully get them into the miniature hobby. So that's a bit of the why we shifted, is because we wanted to range more products. So the grand strategy of HammerHouse has always been to offer more to everyone, to offer more to the community. Not only in terms of product ranges, also but in terms of playing spaces, events and competitions. So moving forward, the strategy would be to have even more products, more interesting products. So I can, for example, now recently we brought in Beyblade. It's been quite interesting. We see a lot of younger crowd, younger audience in our community, and this actually gives us a lot of new insights on how we can grow the business better with more energy.
Speaking of Beyblade, there's our first ever live stream episode. Check it out. It's with Wendy, and then I mean it was such an interesting thing, right? When Beyblade came out, and then I was just like, I remember I was downstairs on the ground on the second floor of this place, and then everyone was talking about Beyblade. To me, I'm just, hold on a second, isn't Beyblade from like 20 years ago? You mean now is making a resurgence and it's bigger than ever? Oh my goodness, what is going on?
And it's not only locally, it's not only locally. So recently I found out that in Australia, in Philippines, in I think globally, everywhere, Beyblade is growing. Yeah, it's exploding, man.
It's exploding like the Beyblade tops. Yeah. Okay, please continue, Alex.
Yeah, no problem. So what we're going to look forward to, right, it's going to be larger events. We're going to actually make our events really, really large. We are potentially looking at a major event this year that would incorporate aspects of both introduction to the hobby and huge tournaments. All right, that's one. We're going to looking at a grander, more premium art fest also. So do look forward to these events. After this year, next few years' time, who knows? HammerHouse might, have an additional outpost as I continue to grow the team. Right now, as we try to deliver more for the community.
Someone is asking in the chat, Gundam tabletop. Can we confirm can we either deny or confirm the rumors? Maybe I should ask Johan this question.
What rumor? I mean, Bandai already basically confirmed that it's coming. It's
I mean, is HammerHouse stocking up on it? I guess that's the question on everyone's mind.
Okay.
Personally, look, when I first heard about the Gundam tabletop, my mind exploded into 1,000 pieces because it makes so much sense. This is the perfect game for tabletop, and then Bandai was just sitting on it for decades.
I mean, everybody has been waiting for it for more than 10 years. Everybody
it's crazy.
everybody in the market is like...
It's so ridiculous. It's really the perfect game. I mean, if you look at the last time in the arcade, you know those video game arcades, right? They have they have the joystick one, and then after that they have the Gundam games, right? Like, bro, that's basically a tabletop skirmish game, right? All of them are basically tabletop skirmish game. I can't believe that only now then they decided, hey, guess what, guys? It's a tabletop. So, okay, Bandai aside, I want to know, HammerHouse, can we confirm or deny the rumors for the fans, for the chat?
Rumors, I wouldn't call it rumors, but unfortunately, we still haven't identified the distributor yet. We are trying our best, but rest assured, if we can get it, we will get it. Yeah, we are trying our best.
In a nutshell, we will get it, guys.
Yeah.
We will get it.
One way or another.
One way or another.
Yeah. I guess it's a matter of time, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's just a matter of when exactly it happens. But
We will announce when we are confident.
Yeah, it's getting the right route, actually. That's all.
Okay, fantastic. I guess one of the things that you guys just now mentioned, right, was about bringing games to the mainstream. I think this is a critical point that seems to underpin a lot of HammerHouse's vision for the future and for the immediate future and long-term future. So, as a gamer myself, okay, now I love gaming almost more than anything, with the exception of my family and whatnot. Now, there's nothing I would love more than to have more people in the community. But I think there's also some anxiety that I have. Okay, I just feel, is it wise to bring in mainstream people? Like, is it wise to bring in the normies? You know, are we contaminating the purity of our community with all these, you know, normies coming in with their normie speak and their general ignorance? Hey guys, I really like Snakes and Ladders. You know, I think that's a great tabletop game. You know, or oh yeah, you all play tabletop. Is it like Monopoly, right? I love Monopoly. I guess how do we balance it out? Like, what is the? I mean, have you guys seen any challenges so far in terms of trying to integrate the mainstream and trying to bring people on board?
I'm still stuck back at the word pure, how pure we are.
I mean,
Maybe Pao,
yeah,
say something
this
about
is this is a concern that I personally have. All right.
Personally, I've faced a lot of different type of customers. So, of course, there are a lot of gamers in this community, and most of the time, the gamers fit in quite well. The so-called more casual, now we're talking about the casual people, I assume them as casual. So this type of casual people, usually they will play among their cliques. So we have chat groups that will include both the hardcore gamers and the casual players. So the casual players, sometimes they would, after a while, be bored playing among their cliques, and then they would start to explore playing against more experienced gamers.
They want to join the big leagues.
Yes, play with the big boys, and then get bashed, and then cry afterwards. They would still continue playing the game. However, that would also be the part where they would decide, should they stay casual or should they go next step to play in tournaments. So that's how we do not pressure them, but we create these events to give them opportunity to join and play with the big boys. So that's how we convert the casual people and not say educate, but let them exposed into playing with people who are more, I would say, well-versed with the rules and get better to enjoy the hobby. And on the art side, that's why we have this art fest. So people who enjoy painting, they actually join our art fest not for the medals or for prestige, you know, not for fame. it's more of for the critics from our judges. So we are trying to incorporate this overall hobby experience. Sorry for the shaking.
No.
Okay. So we are trying to incorporate this conducive environment for both casual people and the hardcore gamers.
You know, like what you said, right, kind of brought me back to episode 2 with Joel. And one of the things that we discussed was toxic players. And one of the things that I said that I like about HammerHouse, right, is that HammerHouse do its best to try and moderate as much as possible. I mean, there's limits to what you guys can do.
Yep.
In terms of, okay, so Appa was talking about, you know, transitioning the normies or the casuals into more big boy leagues and whatever, and then so there's this transitionary period, right? And this is the part where it's the most crucial, where if they are exposed to any toxicity, you really like put a damper onto their journey. And you know, maybe from the point of view of HammerHouse, right? Like, because previously I was singing your praises, but maybe I would like to know from the point of view of HammerHouse, you know, what are your underpinning philosophies, right? When you kind of come across toxic players, what are you attempting to do? Like, what kind of balance are you trying to strike? Maybe, you know, Alex or Johan, you can take this question.
Alex, you want to take it?
I think our stance has always been, we started off as very casual, community-wise of gaming. I think what we want to promote is fun in the hobby, because that's the way it is. We play because we want to have fun. So when it comes to player control-wise, anybody who, of course, disrupts the fun of others, we have to take some action. We do, of course, advise these players on how they can improve their character when they play. Johan, any other inputs?
I think, like what Alex said, to me, this hobby is fun. Usually on the weekdays after a long day of work, you come down, you want to have fun. You don't want to play against someone who is being
belligerent.
Yeah, I cannot use the word.
Being
being an A. So it spoils the fun and
a not nice person.
Yeah. Why are you in this hobby when you're not trying to have fun, right? I mean, it may be fun for him to keep bashing people out of nowhere and playing around the rules. Okay, so I think usually we try to observe first as as someone who is presently in the store looking at these kinds of things. We usually observe. We usually talk to the person who is not having fun first to maybe warn him. Yes, the victim, to say maybe you can just stop playing with this person, or you can play with somebody else, or if you need me to introduce another person who is better, matchmaking. Yeah. So usually, to me personally, I'll take these kind of steps first before I actually approach the other guy. And if I see the constant behavior from the other guy who is doing these things to multiple people in our community, then maybe we should step up to talk to him. Yeah.
Yeah. You know, the last thing you want is to lose hobbyists. The idea is to cultivate more and to gain more traction for this hobby in a general sense. So, creating the conducive play environment is very important for any hobby shop.
I think like toxic players, actually, slowly people will just avoid them. And then the toxic player will just click among toxic players. Then the game will auto-balance themselves.
I mean, that's the dream, but sometimes I don't know if it works out that well. I think we all have experiences, negative experiences.
That one is because there's no toxic partner for him to pair with.
You and I telepathy. You know, I know.
I think everybody here on the table know.
We are zapping. Yeah, we're all zapping to each other. Okay.
He who shall not be named.
There's a lot of Voldemort of the community, but
I think every group has their own bunch of people like that.
Yeah.
I mean, every community will have toxic players. Mahjong also have, I tell you, Mahjong also have one. So it's just how we deal with it. Yeah.
Like one of the things Gaddafi says here, it's a tricky situation. Toxic players are also customers, which
it's true.
I mean,
it's true.
It's absolutely a crucial point, right? And you know, as per what Alex says as well, it's you want to grow the community, right? I mean, the idea, the hope is that you will move this player out of their toxicity. You can change them a little bit, inspire them to be a little bit better towards other people, to the community. Doesn't always happen. Once in a while, maybe you can motivate 1 or 2 person to say, hey, please stop this behavior, and you like, why not try to have a pleasant experience for everyone across the board. But sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work. I think as the store, you guys will have the very challenging task of sifting through all of this and trying to balance it out. Wow, this topic are generating a lot of conversation.
Yes.
Okay, so let me just go through some of it first. We can respond to some of it. Okay. So Christine Chan. Okay, I think sometimes the issue is an expectation thing. Like, some people only have one game mode to win at all costs versus someone who is more casual and noob. Okay. Then she also mentioned, I think regarding to Apao's comment about toxic players pooling together. LMAO, let them fight. Okay. And after that, we have the new Verulex. I don't know who's this fella, but he mentioned the newbie smasher. Okay. Wenhao. Okay. The good thing about the way games are set up, if you face a toxic player and didn't like it, you can always avoid the next LFG. In long, toxic player will find themselves out, hopefully make a better community for change. This part about the finding LFG, like, sometimes it doesn't really work out so nicely, right? I mean, eventually this could happen. I guess the challenging part is at a time when the newbie green to the world like a lamb to slaughter says LFG, and then this toxic player, hey,
let's go.
Fresh meat. Okay, I'm just picking you off the rack and then slaughter. Okay. Slaughter this fresh little
and sometimes it just takes one game for that new person to just turn away from the hobby.
That's the thing, right? And that's like, oh my god.
Yeah, guys, that's why long ago, when I started out this hobby, there was this person called John, who is now sitting across me. He's the one that protected all these new bloods. So we created a community just for new bloods, and I think that's the way it should be, the most conducive environment for them to learn and grow.
Yeah, we were under his wings.
Yeah. I'm glad that I have created some positive change. I am now either the granddaddy or the daddy of some of it. I'm either the granddaddy generation or the daddy generation. Okay, one or the other. But yeah, I mean, but even back then, it was a challenge lah. But for me, I didn't have the unique challenges that you guys have. So firstly, I did not run a game store. I could just call people out, and you guys know me lah. I'm the type who just sound out one. I don't give face. I mean, I'm a generally nice and respectful person. I guess you all can attest to that. But if you decide you want to play punk, right, it's like, hey bro, there's no space for you in this world for you to go and play this kind of shenanigans. I will make sure that my mind is spoken. Now for me, I can be kind of like non-political about it because I don't have a store to run.
Yeah,
right?
You don't have to worry about the reputation.
Right, I don't have to and for me, the objective is very clear. I want to shield my younger players, back then we called the young bloods, from toxicity, because I really want to grow the hobby. That was my one and only goal, which is just to get more people into the hobby. And the last thing I want, right, is for some,
rotten egg.
Yeah, rotten egg, some bad shit, right, to just come in and just ruin the show for everybody. So I guess different challenges for different times and for different situations also. Okay, John's iron wings under his armpit, literally. Okay.
Yeah, where it's warm and nice.
I
smell good.
I think it's not very apparent, but actually I'm very tall. Can't really tell from me sitting down. Yeah, but I'm actually 194 cm tall. So yes, people are generally under my. I mean that. By the way, that contributes greatly to my no giving face. I mean, I'm gladly use my height as an intimidation factor. I don't care one. Okay, I use all my natural advantages. Okay. When you ask for gameplay, he doesn't put his name in. Yeah, okay, that's also another thing. All right. One of the things that, as we talk about. Oh, by the way, Apple, do you have anything you want to add, or Alex, any other topics, any other word that you want to get into this particular topic?
Toxic topic.
Yeah. I think I'm done with toxic. Yeah.
Yes.
So for me, right now, maybe we also shift gears a little bit. I mean, I want to be perfectly honest here, right? Some of the other game stores, really just rubs me the wrong way. and I want to really highlight, I want to really drive this point in about like the differences between HammerHouse and the other game stores around Singapore. You know, before HammerHouse came on board, right, I had a lot of issues with a lot of the other gaming stores. So-called back then being a quote-unquote leader of a community, because I was, you know, like helping the young bloods. Back then I was part of the ETC team. Or maybe not say leader lah, but certainly a member, or you know, someone who is
on the council,
or on the council lah, okay, so to speak. I mean, certainly organizing events, tournaments, play sessions, and so on and so forth. All these were part of my repertoire lah, part of the things that I did. And I always had to work with various game stores, and over time, right, it just becomes a severely unpleasant experience. And I can tell you one thing, right? The number one issue with all of them is they just don't like veteran gamers. This is just the number one issue. So, couple of things are, veteran gamers already have the miniatures ready, right? So they stop buying, or at least they buy less.
Yes.
And this is part of the reason why I want to bring new blood to come in, right? Which is, you know, they come in, they go to your store, they participate in events, then hopefully they buy, right? But I cannot control people what they buy or what they don't buy.
Yes.
Right. If they go Taobao, buy 3D printed stuff, what do you want me to do? Like, do you want me to stop them? This is the part that I particularly dislike about working with some of the other gaming stores. And I'd like to happily report, right, that HammerHouse had none of this. Every time, I've since kind of like semi-retired from organizing, but there are a lot of things that when I do with HammerHouse, I don't face any such restrictions. I don't face this kind of criticism. I don't get pressure from Alex to, hey, how come your gamers aren't buying stuff, you know, and all these sort of things. So one thing, kudos to you, Alex, and you know, to the team here also lah. Yeah.
Yeah, when customers buy or players buy things or not, it's actually entirely up to the store. It's how the store brings the products to the players. I think it's not really the community leader's job, because it's not his business, and literally it's more of a community thing, about a play event kind of thing. It's about where players meet players, and that's where it ends. Yeah, business is the store's issue. That's how I take it.
Yeah, I mean,
I like the extent.
James, HammerHouse built by players for players, which is, I think this is absolutely true lah.
Yes.
You know, and one of like, I wish more stores will adopt your position, Alex, where there's this position where, okay, the stores are supposed to be one that's pushing the sales. If you can somehow do it, then good for you. But I'm sure this is also, would it be fair to say that this is a tension for you, like, you know, as players come in and after they don't buy, and then, you know, is this something that is like weighing on you also, Alex?
It would definitely weigh on any merchant. The fact is, maybe I always question myself, am I not doing enough as a business to attract people to buy from us? So the fact is, HammerHouse is a project. There will always be improving, and I think if these things happen, I would always work on my marketing, for example, or maybe I'm appealing to the wrong demographics, for example. So I would try to churn a different messaging or appeal to customers to hopefully get them to buy, and that's how it works as a business.
I mean, I think people who follow us on social media will actually see the different things we are trying. For example, the recent video with one of our community people doing the shout out to not really unboxing, but shout out to what products we have, what new products we have, what products we stock. Yeah, that's one of the angle we are trying to you know, increase our sales. Yeah, so we don't really rely on community leaders. Yes, community leaders, they build a community. They try to run events here with us our support. Yeah, but we don't burden them with the sales part, I would say.
I love it. Thank you so much for doing that. I kind of wish that now I'm also back. Now I got a newborn at home, so it's getting increasingly difficult for me to do any sort of community leadering. But in a way, I kind of wish that I was kind of back in the scene and working more closely with you guys. I think it would have just been so much joy. So we have Elector Countdown. What are store-wide discount 50% podcast special? Alex, I'm sure you have a special message for this fella. Please let us know.
Well, if I'm a store and I give 50% discount all the time, I think I will close really soon, man.
I think HammerHouse don't give discount, right?
Always best price, okay?
Yeah.
So no seasonality, but always best price. Can always buy anytime.
As best as we can.
From the start. Yeah.
Till the end.
best price really, why need discount some more, right? What's the
Carousel
point?
mentality.
That's why. Low
Can
ball.
go lower?
Yeah,
No. That's why
You can't do it. Okay? Best price now. Okay.
Yeah. But good value, whatever we sell. And also, we got exotic products. Yeah.
Pao not moving, he AFK. Are you AFK, Pao?
No, I'm
Wow.
not AFK. There's no keyboard in front of me.
Wow. Show them, pal.
Huh?
Okay.
Show what?
Show
Show my
them you're still
bonus.
here. Show your presence.
Brush Warrior has Bao gained weight. Wrong focus. Are we?
No, it's the camera issue. It's the camera issue, really. Camera makes me
The
look fat.
camera put on 10 pounds.
Yeah, anybody got more questions for Pao, please comment.
This is the one and only episode he's on. We might not know whether he'll come on in future.
Yeah.
Follow us, subscribe, and remember to comment. Then I'll come back again.
Wow.
Wow.
Listen
Pao.
to the king of dwarves.
Hey, all the Dwarfling, remember to follow HammerHouse.
Dwarfling.
Dwarfling. Okay. Elector Countdown. When opening second store. Wow. I guess, this could be a good way for us to transition to more or less about like really long term, right? We're talking about long term future. HammerHouse. Alex, any thoughts on that?
Wow, stressful questions. Yes, there's been thoughts about that, whether it's needed or not. In Singapore, kind of a small island country, where we have a good online presence. So I think having an outpost has always been part of my plan, but we don't know when to execute it because ultimately, as a business, we need to be able to sustain it. If not, we just open and close, and then there goes all the efforts. And it's a lot of effort in setting up everything, plus all the systems and everything. So I think what I lack in HammerHouse, and I believe everybody has experienced it, would be actually playing space. So I think in Chinatown, where we are right now, playing space is really expensive. But we dedicate an entire level to it for the community, for everyone, including ourselves, so we can play. I think having additional store and increase playing space would be the main objective if I ever open one. So the business has to be sustainable in the first place, then it can take place.
I know a lot of people complain, always no table. We are trying our best.
Yeah, really trying our best.
Table space is one of those things where the unfortunate thing about playing tables is it's one of the lowest revenue generating model, but it occupies one of the highest square footage. Me being in the events business,
Yes.
like for me is I calculate everything by dollar per square foot already. And I can assure everybody this one is one of the lowest dollar per square foot I've ever seen in my entire life. But I think that being said, of course it's an important aspect. It's not just about direct dollar to square footage, right? It's a building community, just having a space for people to hang out, for all sorts of events to happen, even in-house or whatever. That being said, right, it's also, I don't know if it's like wise for a store to have just a second store. You occupy all this space and then just for people to continue to play in it. Like what Alex said, it needs to be sustainable first, right? There needs to be some level of growth before that could happen. Yeah, Alex, please go ahead.
Yeah, honestly, our mission, right? Our mission is, we're laser focused on our mission is to grow the community, and the community requires more playing space, I think that's something I should be working on along the way. Yeah.
Okay, let's go back to the comments. he will palace cat and go back to a cave. I don't know.
We're talking about Bao coming on this episode.
Yeah. Bao story arc. Okay. Perkysaurus, painting is such a shady business. You know, I took this comment seriously. So I asked Perky, care to elaborate? It's a pun.
Shady.
Okay. Perky, get out of here. Get out of here. Alright. Okay. Brush Warrior. Bao, what is the secret to be a lovable hobby store staff?
Good question.
What is the secret, Bao?
Everybody
Wow.
love Bao, right? Especially one person who
making me
comes in.
stressed now.
One person who comes in and just shout, Bao, I love you.
Oh, I love you.
Okay, first of all, I don't discriminate anybody. Okay, really, I don't discriminate anybody. You buy more, you buy less. To me, you are still a customer. I will still treat you as one, no matter what. And as long as you don't give me attitude, I always welcome you. Okay, and also, like we said just now at the start, why I decided to jump on this ship is because I like the ambience of having friends coming down to the store, chilling and talking. I almost said the word. Okay, talking things about what's good and what's bad about the latest Warhammer stuff. It's all about the rumors, gossips, and what we all dislike. To me, it's also sort of like sharing our passion together, getting connection, still connecting with each other, keeping you connected to the community, and then updating you with the latest stuff. Then after a while, I realized that a lot of people who actually come down, they would feel very comfortable. And then sitting down is actually very dangerous to them. Because while sitting down and talking, they will start looking around and start to, hey, this is interesting, I've never seen this before, and then they'll start buying. So probably when I see them buying stuff, then I'm so happy for them, They contribute to my salary. Yeah, so I think this is the vicious cycle that keeps people coming back to me.
Okay, not vicious, virtuous cycle. Okay,
Virtuous.
A virtuous cycle.
Yes, be
And
vicious for your wallet. Yes.
And I can personally attest, right, to Bao making this environment very comforting, very welcoming. Sometimes when I'm just in the neighborhood, usually I'll run errands just nice. My business bank, my corporate bank is Maybank, which is the branch near here. So sometimes when I come here to run some business errands, then I'll just, hey, since I'm in the neighborhood, let's pop into the store, chit chat with Bao. And Bao always have the most juicy, the latest, okay, most tantalizing gossip. And then I come in, I hear all this, I'm just like, oh, tell me more. Oh my goodness. I wanted to be here for 5 minutes. Next thing I knew, an hour and a half has gone. My wife is angrily calling me, hey, where is my dinner? I'm just like, oh, time has flown by and I did not even notice. So,
Okay.
yeah, thank you very much, Bao, for creating such an environment for us.
This credit, right, should go to Eugene. Usually he's the one that feeds us with the most gossips.
Eugene is our third colleague. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's the Singtel in the store.
But
Eugene
thanks for
has
value adding, Pao. Really good.
Yeah. Eugene has his ears to the ground.
Yes.
Yeah.
Eugene is important. Eugene is very important.
All
It's
right,
the commercials of the store.
Okay, Virulax TBF. To be frank, HammerHouse has the best playing space environment IMO. Yes, I believe that's the case.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Padoru. Table space equals loss leader. Unfortunately, yes, but no choice. This one is a necessity.
It's part and parcel of the hobby, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, Perkysaurus, Bao is a living legend. I 100% agree.
Agree.
Okay, Bao is a living legend.
I'm leaving. Don't have to be legend.
Head shiny. Okay. Christine, it's true. It's good to talk stuff with friends who like the same stuff. Yep, I 100% agree. A. Hamza. As a business and community in the tabletop gaming scene, HammerHouse would be the top in terms of product range and community attitude towards hobbying. What if other stores start bucking up? Oh, challenge to you, Alex. What if the other stores start bucking up?
I really hope everyone bucks up together, including ourselves. I think we still need to improve. There's a lot of room for improvement for everyone. I think this is the only way we can bring the tabletop hobby to the masses. Yeah, in a proper message. Yeah. Yeah.
It's like the saying, right? A rising tide raises all ships, right? Which is, if there's healthy, competition, healthy, vital, aggressive competition, I think it generally elevates the community. I think people will have more to like, if the stores have more to offer, people will love to take up more of it, right? End of the day, while you all might be competing for like sales and whatever, the important thing for the customer is the environment, the playing spaces, and if they can just bounce between different places, it also I guess it's kind of a good thing for the customers.
Yeah, customers. They go everywhere. Right. So I think I hope everyone, like I said, brings this entire hobby to another level, and the stores are the one that can really lead the charge on that. One thing I always value is cleanliness, especially at HammerHouse. So I think keeping your store clean is one way to go. Yeah.
Man, I can't even begin to tell you how many how many dirty,
You broke the rules.
how many crusty stores are there in Singapore back in the day? Oh my goodness, I really hated it so much.
The gate has opened.
No.
not for swearing, please.
Okay. I made a mistake. I will clean it up. You also made a mistake, Pao. Okay, I will clean that up. No more. Okay, but yeah, I mean, HammerHouse really is one of the cleanest place. I think not just in terms of like the littering and whatever specks of dust. Like I said, the rains, right? The overall upkeeping of the store, the paraphernalia, everything is in good condition.
About terrains, I have something to say. Yeah.
Wow.
Please do.
Yes. So for terrains, sometimes I think people might feel a bit awkward when I tell them to leave it on the table, but because I have to repair the terrains a lot of times when they are a bit messy. So please understand, like when I say put your terrains on the table, it's the best for everyone. So you don't have to rush home and keep on stacking the terrains just so that you can quickly pack. So, and also it's comfortable for me to place them in the correct place. So sometimes it's all right to just leave it on the table.
Good service, pal. Good service.
Good service.
No, it's good for everyone. It's good for everyone.
Fantastic. Wow, the chat is really busting today. Okay.
That's because we have the Pao.
We have the power. Okay.
shit.
So, hey Hamza, would competition be a good thing or scary thing? Okay, I think we answered that. It's generally
I think
a
it
good
will
thing
be good. Yeah, it's a good thing.
Okay, Brush Warrior. There's this one customer / regular of HH that I think it was last year. I remember he was about to go overseas and the last thing he wanted at HH was to take Wi-Fi with Pao. This is an anomaly. No, it is not an anomaly, okay? It is absolutely the charms and wonder of Pao.
Pao is a celebrity in
He's a
our
celebrity, bro.
our industry,
Yeah, That's right. I mean,
Thank you.
Okay, then after he goes on to say juicy Pao. I don't know about juicy. Certainly
Fat and
lovable
juicy.
lah. Certainly
Fat
lovable.
and juicy.
Okay. Christine, Eugene is Nosferatu. I don't know if he can tell the future, okay? But certainly someone who has a lot of news. Maybe he could tell the future. That's why he has all this juicy gossip. Okay, James, HH toilet confirm clean. Don't flush, kana hand down. I 100% agree on this. Toilet, 10 out of 10.
Hunted by Pao.
Yes, hunted by Pao. Okay, Brush Warrior, agree. At the end of the day, the business is about the people in it. The HR from owner, partner, staff, and also customer. HH has a good balance connection with with all of this locally and overseas. Yeah, so 100% agree.
Just speaking on overseas, so HammerHouse happens to be in Chinatown, so I think we receive a lot of traffic from tourists. So I think the idea of the store is to really put on a good image. That's why we invest a lot on displays and also the fixtures for displays. So we are also tax free. So when that's why most customers come here for tourists. So when they come and have a look, we want to give a good image. Singapore hobby store.
So for all the overseas players who are watching this, hobbyists, okay, you know where to go. All right, the next time you come to Singapore, 24B Temple Street.
Yes.
Yeah. Right now the road's closed, cannot drive in. I tried this morning. My Grab dropped me off at the Fantos, but it's all right. Short walk, Never hurt anybody. Okay, good for digestion.
Only CNY time. Only
Yeah,
CNY
only
time.
CNY. Elected countdown. I think HH uniform getting old. Maybe time for a refresh. How about mid suit? Will look good on Pao. Oh, Pao, are you willing to put on the mid suit?
We have new shirt coming. Yeah, Alex can say that. Yes.
Yeah, we have a bunch of new uniforms coming in on Monday. Thanks for reminding us.
Tomorrow,
Tomorrow.
you see the new us still in black.
Tomorrow. Okay, Johan confirmed chill in mid outfit. I don't know about that. Johan is
You wouldn't want to know.
He's a great many things. Okay, he's a wonderful man. Okay, he's a great amount of many things. A mid. I'm gonna put it at the back burner.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to know, man.
Low on the priority list. Bao Jingtian. Oh, okay. Good pun. Not sure about Johan and Eugene in mid outfit. Haha. I agree. Not sure about that. Bao for president. President of what? USA. That one already over already. Next election 2028.
Speaking about USA, please give our prayers to the California.
California fires.
Yeah.
Unfortunate. Kudos to the effort in pimping up the store, especially with the displays. Okay.
The displays.
Displays.
Yeah,
The
the
displays.
posters.
Okay.
Yeah. More feel good ambience, right?
Okay. Wolf Flinch. Without a doubt, one of the best shops worldwide. Just a thank you to the team for being professional and helpful and fostering an amazing environment.
Thank you.
For that too.
Thank you.
Padoru, we really love the HH dice. Any chance of those or more HH branded items in the future?
Alex.
More HH merch, soft power. Alex.
Hey, hi. Merch, yes. It's always been on my mind. We are going to get a new batch of HH dice. Yes, it's going to come in soon, probably by March. So it's going to be a whole range of new designs. It's a new collection you can collect. This should be our wave 3. So there will be 1 or 2 duplicates of the previous waves, but whoever owns a HH dice, it's quite exclusive right now. Other than that, other merch, we are looking into it. We'll update more. Follow us on our socials, and we'll let you know.
Oh, everybody's excited. HH dice. Everybody have been asking for it. Everybody keep asking me, hey, still got HH dice or not? Still got HH dice or not?
But this is a testament to the brand, to the power of the brand, right? Which is people actually want a piece of it. So kudos to you guys. Look forward to the new HH dice, and we shall see. Okay, HH colors, black and white, already made outfit. Okay. Wow. Everybody is very obsessed about the mid
What's
outfit.
the main thing?
That's why I also don't know. It's about the uniforms.
Yes, 1 million like, then we will wear mid outfit.
1 million.
Bro, don't tempt the internet.
I don't think I'm going to
please.
It seems like it's a long way, 1 million likes, but bro, okay, people have start
tempt
petitions for less, okay, and then once that is it, bro, you gotta pick up, you gotta serve your end of the bargain, okay?
I don't think he's afraid. Pao is courageous guy, right?
Wow.
I'll take MC on that day.
It's not about his courage, it's about my eyeballs. Alright? I need to use them to watch my daughter grow, okay? And not look at Apao in a maid uniform. All right, we are closing to the 1 hour mark. Actually, I think we are already slightly past 1 hour.
Yeah.
So perhaps we can talk about the upcoming events. Johan,
Yep.
you be the one. Yep.
So brand new year, brand new set of events. So like what Alex said, we are looking into running an event, or rather a festival that encompass Hammer and Game Fest. So we have HammerFest, we have Game Fest, we have Art Fest. So this year we are trying to merge Hammer and Game Fest together. And ultimately the end goal is to merge all 3, Hammer, Game and Art Fest
So
together.
will it be an art hammer or hammer art?
Well, yeah. maybe. It's an amalgamation of all 3, and then we'll do some satellite events eventually. But that's the end goal.
Yeah, so this year is just still in the talks, so nothing is firm yet. But we are trying to merge Hammer and Game Fest together in a convention. Yeah. So but going forward, we have the January events, the February events. We have the Kings of War warm up for Clash of Kings Asia next weekend. We have 40k meet and play the following weekend, which is the last month of every last Sunday of every month. And then going into February, Chinese New Year, first weekend, probably not going to run anything. Then we have, we do try, but we are not sure yet. So the first weekend, which is Chinese New Year 2, is the 5th day of Chinese New Year. We're trying to run an MCP. So if you are free on that day and you're an MCP fan, sign it up. Sign up.
Some people are really very free on Chinese New Year one. So even sometimes, even as early as the second day. So,
that's me.
yep.
Third day I free already.
That's why. Me too. Yeah, by third day I free already.
And then we have Q Team events. We have Age of Sigmar Spearhead. Another painting workshop. So our painting workshop has been exploding recently, which is good for beginners. So I'm trying to schedule every month. There's a session of a painting workshop. Yeah, so that's a good thing. It's something we rolled out last year, and it's overwhelming responses, which is good.
Yeah, we always want to have new hobbies, especially on the art side of things. I think that's very important. That's where we all start off.
Yes, not me. I don't start off with painting. No thanks.
Hey.
I'm the game master. The art master is over there. Yeah, across me.
The art at painting ball.
Yeah, then closing out February, we have another meet and play for 40k as usual, every last Sunday of the month. Unfortunately, that the February month I'll be away for Clash of Kings Asia in KL, so I'm looking for somebody else to help me run it. We'll see if we can get that in motion. And then in March we have more. It's not posted on our Instagram, but I have already planned for it. So we are looking to run a Song of Ice and Fire event for those who play Songs of Ice and Fire. Drop by every Tuesday. Our Song of Ice and Fire is growing every Tuesday. Oh my god, my stuttering.
Yeah. Such a long name.
Yes. SIF.
Yeah,
that's why everyone just calls
I can't say SIF because some people don't know what SIF is. So it's Song of Ice and Song of Ice and Fire. Yes. We also have our Blood Bowl going to kick off in March, mid-March. Yes. And then again, it will be 40k for the last Sunday of the month. But this time, the 40k will be for the new Bloods, the meet and play. So what we are doing differently this year for the 40k meet and play events if we have different pointage. So last year and the year prior to this year's was always at 1.5k, 1,500 points. This year we are trying to give some variety. So January will be 1,005. February we'll try to run a 2,000 points, and then in March we'll run a new B one for maybe a 1,000 point or maybe a combat patrol. Yeah, so trying to change things up a bit. Yep. So
there's some variety in there.
Yeah, if you're interested to join, please come to the store, inquire. You can just ask us in the chat. We'll link you up.
Yes, and of course, social media is where you get all the announcement. Yeah. Other than that, I can't go further than March because I don't see so far in the future. So we'll have to wait for the next one. But for Gundam Assemble, the launch in Japan is July. So we'll see whether we can get our hands on that. I'm very excited about it. Oh, can't wait.
Wow.
It's a interesting times we live in, and I think this one will be add to the interest. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I heard this is it's been a lot of people waiting for it, right? It's long time coming, like people waiting for 10 years for a game like that.
Yeah, I mean people have been trying to create their own rules using Gundam in their high grade Gundam playing on tabletop using their own rules. I mean, why is Bandai sitting on it for more than 10 years, man?
Well, I can totally imagine having an episode dedicated to this when it's out. We have it. Right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. We just need one community leader here, and then we are ready to rumble. All right.
Yeah.
I mean, I personally am actually quite interested to try it out, even just a couple of games.
Yep.
I mean, I'm not like a hardcore Gundam fan. I do watch some of the episodes, some of the series, the anime.
Which one?
I think Iron Blooded Orphan is my favorite.
Okay, not bad.
There's that very old one.
Gundam Wing.
Yeah, I think so.
Or is it Gundam what's the one in Burning Gundam?
God Hand Gundam.
No, not God Hand. I can't remember which one is it.
I know God Hand.
That one is the teenagers. They're all very dark one. Very very upsetting one.
Okay, Gundam Wing lah.
Could be Gundam Wing.
Gundam 40k lah, that one. Grim and dark.
Okay, I'm gonna have a controversial take. Okay, Witch of Mercury is not a Gundam series. All right?
Yes, it's not.
It's
Holy.
I don't know why is that. I don't know what series is that. Somehow there's a Gundam skin on it, but the content of it, okay, is some gooey mush. I don't know what is it. Okay?
It's the only series that I couldn't sit through.
I actually watched the whole thing, and then I'm just like, okay.
Oh, you sat through it?
I
Oh
sat through
my
the whole
god.
thing. I was just like, okay, I'm just waiting, bro. Just give me the usual end of the world scenario where everybody dies, and then nobody dies. I'm just like,
I think we should reserve this for the Gundam episode.
what is going on here? It's too friendly.
You know what they should do? They should do a Gundam Beyblade.
And then just spin, and then just crash into each other. Okay. Just last comments. Patrick Poe. HH have friendly staff who are knowledgeable in the product they sell, and that's very important to customers and gamers, both new and regular. Yep. Thank you, Patrick.
Thank you, Patrick.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Christine Chan, would be nice to have narrative game modes events as well. This one, I think, more community leader driven. I would say.
So the thing about narrative campaign, right, is very tedious on the person running it. Yeah. And I think for as store staff, right, we have, so people don't usually see, but back end we do a lot of back end stuff. Yeah, so it's pretty difficult if you ever played one of Pao's Necromunda campaign, right? Well, you look at the work he has to do behind it. Holy.
Yeah, I had to research like more than 6 books and have to reference with forums and stuff just to make sure that the house rules are clean.
Bro, he compiled a 4,000 page
No, 4,000
rules into 500 page rule, no, and he still have to go through that 500 page.
I remember Pao also created the Warhammer
Over,
Fantasy
yes.
Over campaign, which was a lot of fun. I love it, but holy moly, it's so much work and
Yes,
effort.
it's very
just,
tedious.
It's just a lot of tracking, and you have to be kind of like somewhat transparent, but not too transparent. And then there's a whole bunch of people that will have their own interpretation and version and perception, and it's just a mess sometimes.
Yeah, so if any community leaders want to work with us, feel free to just approach us. We don't mind running narratives. We could support in whatever way we could. If you got something interesting, you got an idea, just let us know. HammerHouse is always there for you.
Yeah, I can give some guidelines how to create a lot of backstabbing.
Okay.
Backstabbing is the most fun of all.
Yes. Okay. If Gundam Assembler becomes popular, will HH stock Gundam kits, or as in just the Gundam thing?
I don't think so. Yeah.
Seems a bit outside of the wheelhouse, but I mean, I'll let Alex answer this.
It was on my mind once, but I don't think we are, because like what Johan mentioned, is not really part of what of what we want to offer. We want to focus more on the tabletop miniature, which is the smaller scale ones. Yeah.
Well, never say never, but then I think as for now, we just shelve it first. I think it seems a bit difficult, but you never know. Maybe the second store can be a Gunpla. Okay.
If you could play with the Gunpla, yes, maybe.
Yeah. Actually, that's one of the things, right? Which is I'm just like, it's such a waste opportunity. But okay, I really like Thunderbolt. The jazz music with Gundam stuff is awesome.
Yes, Pao like it also.
I was the one that intro you. Hey.
Gundam Beyblade equals G Gundam.
That's kind of true. That's kind of true.
Okay, God Hand is the hobby tools. The Gundam is God Gundam. Actually, I haven't played God Hand before. But Gundam Assembler is 5 cm tall. Okay. Well, like I said, never say never. But then, as of now, I think maybe not part of the focus. Maybe in the future, Alex. So,
Yeah.
shining finger. Okay.
Who knows?
I guess that's all we have time for the comments.
Yep.
Let us wrap it up. Anyway, I'd like to thank our guests, Alex and Pao. And of course, Johan, thank you very much for hosting this with me.
Thank you.
Alex and Pao, please provide us with some parting words. Some anything that you want to let us know, past, present, future, wise words of advice, anything you would like, please send us off. Maybe I start with how about I start with Pao, because Pao have not said too much, but Let us give him some airtime.
Okay, always drop by the store. Feel free to talk to me. If you need advice, I will just try my best to give the best advice I can. My advice might not be always the so-called suitable solution for you, but I'll do my best. And for gaming-wise, as they all know, I don't have time to game a lot. So if you are looking for me to play with you, you have to do your booking lah. Thank you.
Well, just want to thank everyone, thank the community. It's been a good 5 years we've been running. We couldn't have done it without all of you. Big thanks to all of you, really. We appreciate it. Please continue to stay in the hobby, be passionate about what you're doing. Sometimes, things are hard in life, but always stay positive, be motivated, and continue hobbying on. All right, HammerHouse is here for you. We'll always be there for you. Anything, just let us know. We'll do our best to help you in this hobby journey. Thank you.
Keep on hobbying. All right, that should be the words that we are parting with. Keep on hobbying. Okay, I will be hobbying on forever.
we should make a logo of power walking and keep on hobbying.
Oh yeah, keep on hobbying. Yeah. Okay, and with that shall be the end of today's episode. Thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you, and Happy New Year.
Like, follow, subscribe. Yay!
And Happy New Year, and we shall see you next time.
All right.
Adios.
Bye.
Bye.